Okay.
Welcome back to Chapter 9 of Changeling the Dreaming Hearts of Fire. We will get right into it. Monica, I think you're on the chopping block this time. If you will mind telling us the synopsis of what happened last week.
We had a wonderful Halloween jamboree,
Yes.
and we stopped a specter from, well, he was kind of already here, but we sent him to hell, which was cool.
It's cool sending people to hell. I like it.
I mean, that was the gist of it.
Yeah.
The details, Varix went to talk to the leader of the order, and it turned out that he was, in fact, being skid and rode by the specter, and so Varix was able to bamboozle him and get away.
What was Varix's name?
Lucian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we
That's
all
right.
had our demonic
Took me a
names.
sec, yeah.
Lucian, Morgana, and Beatrice.
Yes.
I'm glad y'all remember stuff. My brain gets worse and worse every year. So,
You threw me off.
sorry.
Oh, you bamboozled him, and then you were gonna lead the panel
Yes.
while Morrigan and Pamela. First, Morrigan went to look for ghosts, and then Pamela was like trying to plant seeds of distrust in all his followers, and they ended up having to fight the specter. But they realized, or Morrigan realized, that the fetter, if they destroyed it, that would get rid of him. So that's what they did. And then,
I held a panel that just kicked ass.
yes,
Just tore
he
the, tore the
fucking
roof
killed
down.
it. And then he made the leader of the order lose his shit.
Yes.
And then we went home.
Yes.
I think that's it.
Kyle came by with his kids.
Oh yeah,
For
trick-or-treating.
trick-or-treating.
Yeah, that was nice.
I can't believe it. It's only been a little over a week. It feels way longer.
Yeah.
After Halloween, because that was we played on Halloween night.
Yeah.
But yes, Kyle came over, kind of trying to patch things up a little bit.
Yeah, and he was like, "Do I need to say thank you?" And Pamela was like, "Yes, you do for what we did." And then I think at the end we had a scene of Sally Forth talking about the valuable journal.
And I'm with Gail.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, they also boned again.
I'm sure they did.
Oh, they did.
Okay, you ship it, huh?
Is that news? That ain't news.
Maybe not. I'm sure they did.
What were the details of that?
I'm not. I'm not playing that game. I will throw up my own X card. So, yeah, that's a pretty good synopsis. She was, and do you recall the details about the end of what she was talking about with the journal?
That it was valuable.
Mhm.
That's all I remember.
And talking to others, and the
Yes.
word was getting around.
Yes.
Which brings us to a few days later. Getting ready, Pamela, I suppose, to take a trip to Springfield?
Oh, is it funeral time?
Yes.
Funeral time.
Oh no.
Varix has a good time no matter what is going on.
Yes, he does.
So,
Except when people aren't buying his tricks.
yeah, it is tomorrow. The funeral is tomorrow. That doesn't address the issue of today.
What?
The issue of today is that there was a certified letter delivered early this morning. The mail dropped it off, and it is from Duchess Carrie Dunwood.
Oh, I definitely want to read that.
Okay. You open it up, and it requests that you join the council tonight in the Trod
Great.
at a location that will be revealed to you as you journey through.
Okay.
They want to meet somewhere that is of the utmost private and secret, and they request that if you have any of your motley that you would like to attend to guard you through your journey through the tribe, that would be acceptable. and that any trusted advisors are also allowed to be brought along as counsel.
This is huge.
Yeah. But part of me is like, it's a trap. But as far as I know, there's only one leaker on the council. Maybe. So I guess that would be overreacting. But it is a little convenient that they're like, bring your whole, you know what, just bring your whole crew along.
Or, you know, it also means that I might try to involve everybody in the damn game, too.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for saving me from that speculation. I tell Morgan and Varys and Dan, and maybe even Julio, hey, you don't want to go to this meeting in the Tron with me?
Just to stop it
I
before it
appreciate that.
starts.
Yeah, that would probably be maddening for you to listen to us go like, oh, I don't know, maybe one of us should stay here.
Well, and you don't have to, but I'm just giving you an opportunity to.
No, I appreciate
You
it.
know, it's the unspoken thing about, you know, playing these games. Is there has to be a reason for other people to join along.
Well, I will definitely invite Morgan and Dan and Varys. Probably not Julio.
Okay,
Trust him fully yet with all this. I don't consider him part of my motley,
gotcha.
even if he moved in.
I don't even think he's untrustworthy. He's probably got to work.
Exactly. Like, I'm
Doesn't
sure
work
I would
evenings.
trust him, like, if I really thought about it, but he's just not, like, on my radar of, I need him there.
Like, he's gotta make some money.
Exactly, and if it's at a nighttime meeting, he's gotta go bounce.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll ask if they want to go.
Okay. It's up to you guys.
I figure we're going.
Yeah, Morgan's are you coming?
Yeah, I'm going.
Alright,
Okay.
Whatever.
That is so weird.
So,
I have a little notebook. I'm writing down my my eulogy right now.
Oh, he's got.
keep in
important
mind he was
business.
not invited. It was suggested that only you go, Pamela. But, I mean, you could take it with you, too, if you
You
want.
said my
Advisors.
motley with protectors and
No,
advisors.
no. I'm talking about funeral.
He wasn't invited to the funeral?
I thought.
Funerals don't have invitations, per se.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Kyle
exactly.
suggested that probably only...
I thought we were over that.
Excuse me.
Well,
I
I
didn't
didn't
kill him. She killed him.
He's coming?
Okay.
Come on, he's been looking forward to that.
I'm just saying.
Look at, he's been writing a speech that no
Yeah.
one's going to let him read.
I mean, I figure everybody's going from Eureka.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna-
all bros.
I'm gonna read it.
He's probably writing it right
And he's
now.
got dream logic. He can probably honestly make people.
Yes, make people
I'm
listen.
I'm scrolling through our old previous messages right now. I'm trying to remember. Ooh, what was that good shit that we said about it?
See?
Oh,
Well, that's
Lord.
resolved too.
Well, maybe there won't be a funeral. No, they had it, and you guys missed it.
Oh, you guys don't be together all the time either.
It was at a place you never heard of it.
Oh.
You wouldn't know about it. It's done. It's done a month ago. You did $1 a month ago. It's done. All right. So you're gonna. Is there anything you'd like to take care of before the event this evening?
I guess reiterate to these two that I'm paranoid there's a leaker, and I don't know how to address it yet.
I thought you were going to tell us to behave ourselves. I mean,
That too.
Don't fucking embarrass me in front of the council.
Yeah, that too, yeah, probably. I'm gonna gently imply that as well.
Okay.
You're afraid of leakers?
Yes. Once.
I can think of a few leakers.
Oh. Well, good. I'm glad you'll be with us.
I don't
You
know.
can find it out.
Is that an innuendo?
If it was Varric saying it, yeah.
You'll never know.
Morgan,
Let's go.
I
Dan's
don't.
coming too, right?
I'm sure.
Okay, good.
We'll go. Cool. All right. So the time passes, and it comes time. It's about 5:30 in the evening. Pamela, are you bringing anything with you?
Oh, I make sure I got my bee brooch. Brooch, sorry.
It was cute the way you said it. I was gonna leave it.
Probably bring some goodies. I'll bring some snacks. A nice little variety of
Okay.
muffins and shit.
Okay. All right. So off you go through the trod, and you make your way like you're going towards Little Rock. When you get within about 15 minutes of where usually you turn off, you notice that there is a path that's illuminated with a blue light instead of like the normal yellow path that kind of guides your way through, the long forgotten paths and twists and turns to get to Little Rock. It looks like it goes off to I guess if you're going towards Little Rock from this area, it looks like it would be going off to the west.
Okay.
Any danger sense or anything?
No,
Okay.
nothing. I mean, you feel you're in the trod,
Mm-hmm.
so you're on a well-marked path. You're in the near dreaming. You're not in an incredibly dangerous place, but you definitely feel on edge being here. This once used to be home, and it feels like coming back to, I guess the best way to put it is like maybe your childhood home, and it's run down and dilapidated. It's just the signs of it feels like maybe in some ways that does it look worse every time we come through. I don't know. It's just not. Obviously, you guys aren't going to Little Rock all the time. You're not using the trod to just, hey, let's go for the weekend. And it kind of, as you come through, it reminds you why. And soon you find yourselves, I guess, following the blue path.
Mm-hmm.
And you start to see people in the distance in like this autumnal grove of trees that make a circle. Just basically all the beautiful colors of autumn in this, area. And there's a stone plinth sitting in the middle. And there are probably 30 to 40 changelings gathered around this thing.
Excuse me?
Aw.
That's a lot. I guess everybody brought an advisor and
Everybody
bodyguard.
brought advisors and entourage.
Oh, this is like a legit real deal.
This is,
Uh-oh. I'm gonna
Lord.
fuck it up.
No, probably.
I'm gonna fuck it up.
One of these two is probably gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
Miss No Manners or
Mr. No Manners.
We'll see. As you approach, there's a troll.
Troll tall.
A troll toll, yes, you have to pay.
If you want to get the boys home.
Yep. But no, you're obviously the muscle. Along with him is a clericon.
Conrad had to bring his own muscle. What's
It's
the-
not Conrad that's standing there as well.
Oh.
This is a lady,
Oh. I was about to
and
call
these
her
are
a little
not
bitch.
council members. No,
Oh, okay.
these are just people that look like they've said, "Hey, we'll watch, and make sure that the right folks that are cleared are coming in."
Okay.
And the troll starts to step forward and stops when he sees the bee, and he goes,
Wait, are you still in your bee outfit?
"No,
My little
she has
chin.
she has
Oh.
a brogue."
Oh.
Yeah, it's covered in blood and wine.
I be here. Blessed be. All right. So they kind of nod to you and say, "Come on."
Thank you.
And you come in and there's just all this. There's like a low murmur of people talking. Then a few people start to look over at you, and there's a little more hushed whisperings and murmurs and stuff. And
Surely just about my muffins.
yes, yeah. Anyway, are you bringing them over and setting them on the?
Is there like a table?
There is a table with
Yes.
food. And
There
stuff
are
like that.
several
good.
missing.
Oh no!
It didn't survive.
Get it off!
It didn't survive the trip over.
That's fine. I rearranged them so it doesn't look like any were missing. Which is intentional.
Well, the she that doesn't have a house, Shelby Cooper, he comes over and he says, Miss Pamela, I'm so glad you could attend and bring some of your motley with you. And,
Motley.
trusted advisor, shall we say.
Thank
Yes,
you.
this is this is Morgan. Would I use real name?
Yes, we met in Eureka. This was one of the ones that came through
When the council came in, they
when
were
the council,
fighting.
and they were fighting.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that was a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Then.
And Varix, correct?
Yeah.
Well, it's wonderful to see you all here. The
I'm gonna not
Duchess,
say anything.
the Duchess has called this for a very solemn reason. This is something we have not done, I think, in this duchy in a very long time. But this place is little known. And then from behind him, you hear a polite tap with a riding crop, almost like stick, and
Like a pencil against a table?
yeah, pretty much like that. But it is a twig from a tree. You know, it's like the Duchess wants to make sure that her sensibilities aren't messed up, because any loud noise for a Salua is just awful. So she waits for everybody to quiet down, and she begins right away. There's no, thank you all for being here, any of that. She just says, I'll get right to it.
Before we get into it, there's just a quick side note. Loud noises for sluice. What if the slew is making the loud noise?
They don't. They don't.
What if something's causing?
What
Do you remember
What
when
if
they
another-
screamed in the car because they were scared and they went, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's as
Oh,
good as
God.
it gets for you.
Well,
Yeah.
what
Okay.
if a loud noise was kind of like repeatedly in her ear, like some sort of a grunt? Was she not like that?
Probably not.
Okay. Just wondering.
All right. Well,
Sorry to derail that. everybody.
I think that we went off the tracks a long time ago. I mean, nothing's changing now.
The important question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she sits there for a moment, and then once everybody's quieted down, she says, "I'll just get right into it. Speak up.
Just kidding.
We have a spy amongst us.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Could have told you that.
Our conversations on the council have been private and held in confidence, and yet it is well known in the duchy of what we have spoken of. I fully expect things like that to happen, but what I do not expect to happen is for that information to reach Atlanta. And that is why we are gathered here tonight. I am not going to point fingers. I am not accusing. I do not have evidence to do so. But mark my words. The person who is betraying us will be found. And you will suffer the consequences. And then, at that point, kind of a hushed murmur, starts to go through the crowd. And she says, now, to business. What we are here for tonight. We must move quicker now. And we must make a decision and vote tonight. We have voted to start policies and processes in place. But there's a very real likelihood that we will be going to war with the kingdom.
Shouldn't we do this after the leaker is caught? I don't. I'm not gonna say that. That's
You
me.
would kind of think so.
Yeah. I'm just kind of surprised she's getting into it right now. But this could be part of her plan.
So here's my proposal. I propose that we hold a special council session in 3 days' time. And that at that council, you only arrive to cast your vote. It will be put in one of these. she puts out some sealed envelopes, and each one has a signet ring next to it. And she says, each of these reflects your person. So, for you, Mr. Snyder. She hands him a ring that's got a hammer and a strong arm looking on it, for House Dougal. And she goes through each house like that, finally comes to you, Pamela, and she hands you one that's a little different than what you might have expected. It's your Liam insignia, but there's, it's, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't it a tree?
Yes.
It has like a beehive hanging on it, because there is another Liam on the council.
Oh, yeah.
And so she says, I will send word of where this location will be. But this vote will be war or to petition for peace. That is where we are due to the severity of how things are transpiring. I will now hear any arguments for or against. If we are to do such a thing, we all must make this decision together, and not just a council, but the Cathay. So, this is why I give you 3 days. Talk to the people that you hold dear in your communities. See what they would have us do. Explain the very real nature of what is about to transpire. And then vote.
What exactly does petitioning for peace entail? This is out of character. Like, is it going to be like, sorry, King Mild?
It most likely means dissolution of the council, and for proxies and representatives of the king to be placed in and watch over each of our representative areas.
Fuck that. Okay, thank you. Out of character.
Okay.
I was like, please tell me Pamela said that.
No.
Going to war.
And, a few of them are there's a few people that are just like, we'll not do that, we'll not bend the knee to him. We've done it for too long, And Conrad speaks up, and he says, let's just listen. I understand. We've all voted for this. This is what we want. But if there is someone out there who's giving information to the king, what's to say that there aren't things in place already that if we, say we're doing this, that they just come down like a hammer and stop us? I mean, they already found out about it this fast. You think he's not doing anything? And some people kind of,
It wouldn't even have to be a hammer.
No.
It could be something more insidious.
I mean, I don't want to live under his thumb any more than you guys, but it sounds like obviously we bit off way more than we could chew.
What if there's another option between war and peace? Why don't we could try diplomacy and appeal to him and let him know what we want?
Milk is a tyrant, and
Morgan's motioning like this.
You can speak. You can speak.
Go above him.
to the High King, who is aloof and no one has seen in quite some time.
Where?
If we could petition such a thing, we would. But no one has seen him or heard from him in quite some time.
Is that Brendan dude there? Or is he not?
Oh yeah, is
Or
he
the fake
hidden away? The dude
Yeah, no, he is not there.
Okay.
How do we know Milk isn't just sending assassins to try to kill us now?
I'm sure that there probably is a good chance that he is.
Bet you wish you didn't let all of the House Kahar get killed off about right now, huh?
You're saying that?
That's Morgan, yeah.
Okay. What do you mean? You think that we allowed such a thing to happen?
I mean, there's a.
I mean, she's drinking
She's
something.
sipping her juice. Her ginger ale.
Her ginger ale, just like that. Like,
Well, you are full if you think such a thing. Any of the Cathane in my jurisdiction, I would protect with my own life. And had I been able to know or do anything, what are you accusing us of? I don't understand. She seems kind of outraged at what you're saying and like, what are you talking about?
oh, so this is just Brandon or Brendan or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, he came to you in confidence and told you, that he suspected.
Okay, so she doesn't know, and she, in that
It
case,
seems like he's keeping secrets from her too.
Oh.
in that case, Morrigan's gonna say,
Take another sip of her ginger
yeah, she takes another sip of her ginger ale.
Well, that's none of my business, though, is it?
And then Morrigan goes, perhaps you should inquire to those who advise you intimately then. Perhaps they know of such things.
She kind of nods. And she says, "You'll all be given the information. Please discuss amongst yourselves. Talk to those that you care about. And in a few days' time, we'll have your decision."
What's the point of this decision when we know Milg is going to come down on us anyways? We should just be preparing for war, because he's going to bring it to us.
There are pros and cons to this. Had we had time to prepare, had this information not been leaked, then perhaps we would be in a better position to declare war openly. But as it stands, there aren't enough of the duchies supporting us. We stand alone in this.
And I would like a chance to warn the Cathane of Eureka Springs that this is an option. And she's thinking of Kyle and his kids.
So this vote's happening in secret?
In 3 days.
Is
Why-
there a way to do
Why
it?
is this happening in secret?
Yeah, there needs to be some way that we could, like, have it all be in different locations so the leaker... I don't know. I mean, even what the point of that would be, because if we're going
To
to
me-
a war...
To me, the decision, this is a little out of game, out of character, but the decision doesn't matter because Miles coming anyways. It should be in public because we have a better chance of finding out we'd have a better chance of finding out who's giving information based off how they're going to vote. I would think.
Well, not necessarily, because they may vote in favor of rebellion just specifically to throw
To keep
off.
hiding.
You know what I mean? I mean, especially if they think Mom's just going to come in and wipe everybody out, they know that their ass is getting spared. So they very well could vote just so they're not suspected.
You will be given. The reason is so that we are not all in one place at once.
Yeah.
And
It'll
that
take
is
slightly longer.
because if there is a leaker, that would be a perfect opportunity for them to strike hard and strike decisively.
I suggest we maybe...
That is why you were only notified of this today.
We need a way to keep in touch with each other every hour. Have some sort of text chain or something. Because the second that anything happens to one of us, that is a signal for the rest of us to prepare. And if we can communicate with each other and check in with
Seems
each
like
other.
some nods in agreement are kind of going around the room, or the glade.
Because we can't get caught unawares.
Then it was decided then. We will stagger our times, but the meeting location will be the same for all of you to turn in your decisions.
Yes.
You will be sent that information along with your ballot. Here. And she goes around and hands you all sealed envelopes. This will tell you the time and the location of where to vote.
So, Carrie wrote these?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she's real smart that it's actually different locations. But nobody would know that.
Yeah, I was thinking I should trade with somebody to see if, like, one of us gets ambushed or some shit. I don't know.
Well, there is a
So
wax
many
seal on
factors.
it, and
Once you
and
open
well, it's not even sealed. It's just the wax has been placed to be warmed up for that ring that you were given.
Oh, to put my vote in.
Mhm.
I see.
Yeah, to show that it's officially you
Gotcha.
that did this.
Okay.
You know, but it's like in an envelope. You know,
Can I look at what's in there right now?
you can open it, but it's not like you'd have to crack it, and then like there's an envelope inside it. You can feel a lump that you're pretty sure is wax.
Is it specific to me? Does it say
Yes.
Pamela?
Mhm.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Why? Why don't we just text each other our votes? That seems like a lot less risk.
Because someone could either easily act like you.
Forward it. It's too. No.
They could take a screenshot and send it.
I know it's gonna get out anyway, but I'm paranoid about an attack on one of us while the rest of us are unaware. That's it.
Well, that is why the time is unknown, and the location is to remain secret.
Okay.
I mean, should we just mention the fact that you almost got attacked?
I
You literally
didn't I
almost-
mention that to Carrie?
No, you haven't told them any of
Yeah,
this.
like,
But
one-
should
Thought
you?
I did.
but
No.
should we?
If you
Yeah,
did,
I
I've
mean,
forgotten. I'm
should
sorry.
you? Should we throw it out in front of everybody?
I don't want to
though?
mention it in front of everyone
Right.
That's
because
the thing.
the assassin apparently, unless he's triple crossing, was like, "Hey, I want a seat at the table." So I have to decide if I trust Carrie enough to tell her. But it could be her. I mean, there's
I
no reason
kinda-
it couldn't be her.
Maybe it's Brandon, whatever the fuck his name is.
Could
Maybe
be any one of the ones who
maybe he's trying to get
back.
back in Miles. I don't know. I think you should do the Tyrion thing, like you mentioned.
I was
Like when it's over, and just because then nobody would suspect anything. They'd think you're just being a gossipy boggin.
I was thinking that I could have brought a different flavor muffin for every person on the council and make sure to give them that one. And then somehow I could like find out what they told their informant, and if they were like, yeah, and I had this bomb blueberry muffin, I'd be like, blueberry! That was so and so! But I don't know how I would get that information.
What if they don't remember what flavor muffin they had?
I know.
Or they-
say the wrong one.
Or they're vegan, or
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm.
you could just gossip about. You could pick like 2 or 3 statements and then like give a variation on one of those statements to various council members. Something that's like enough to be noteworthy, but not so much where it's like.
Who's Morgan's baby daddy? Then Barracks can help because he won't say Julio. But still, even if we do a Tyrion shit, I don't know how I'm going to find out what gets told to who.
Well, it has to be something that is significant enough that would get leaked, that would get forward in the leaked, but not enough that would make like Malg and then panic and be like,
Yeah.
oh shit, we
Yeah.
got, like if you were like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, all of House Kaha from overseas is meeting up in the Duchy of the Ozarks. Like that's not a good one because then they'd be like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing with the Tyrion leak was that he was telling information to each of them that one of them was going to give to Cersei, and then depending on what Cersei said to him in return is how he ended up finding out.
Exactly.
So yeah, somebody's got to say something to Milg based off of what you say,
Yes.
and whatever Milg does is, but what, so how would that even,
I know. I have no way of doing that unless the
If you-
Slew assassin magically turns up.
Well, you have his card. You could literally
I
just.
do.
You could
Do I?
literally just, yeah. You could literally just call him and be like, tell me what you hear.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
You
I was
know?
thinking I couldn't contact him.
Yeah, you could, but yeah, and so you would be able to find out.
Okay, as long as no one else finds out that I am calling this dude, because then they will be like, she's the leaker. Okay, let me think of some.
You can always get a burner phone
Yeah.
to contact him.
Okay, I gotta think of some topics to make up then, and what's gonna be juicy enough to get to King Milk, but also not consequential in that it's going to fuck shit up if I lie about something.
anything minor about how Skaha may get to him, because they've obviously, according to the limited information Morgan has, tried to get them out of the way. So if it looks like there's murmurings about that, it may be enough to pique interest, but not be like...
Because it also has to be something that they will not mention to the other council members, because then they'll be like, what? She said this.
I mean, the other thing, too, is that Mog's about to probably be dealing with his own bullshit once it finds out that him and Giselle were working together based off of what's happening in Atlanta.
God, that's true, too. Fuck me, there's so many layers. Okay, what if we say that we found this type of medium that was leaning towards having evidence against Giselle? Like, we don't say journal, but we say a text or a diary or an email. What if we do it by that? That way, it is still kind of the information. It's not specific enough to be bad, by saying, like, oh, everybody's going to know now. But it's like, be on the lookout for X written note.
But
or
since
Y.
that is actually in Sally's possession,
That's gonna be bad.
like, could that be taken as that we're selling Sally upriver?
Yeah, we'd have to warn her, too.
Like, I don't...
Yeah.
I would almost make it sound like if you could, like, the information when you give it, like, it's so innocuous, like you're not even second guessing it. You're not, like, it's just juicy gossip. Like, you don't even understand the significance. Or, you don't understand the significance of the information you're giving them. Like,
What
some...
could that be?
Fuck if I know.
As you guys are discussing, you see other groups discussing as well. You notice that everybody has kind of huddled off into their own little advisory councils with their, council members,
If I'm walking through if I'm walking to the table where the muffins are at, am I walking through like groups?
walking by them. But
Can I use my ears and try to listen in
I was
and see if I hear
gonna do
anything?
Willow Whisper on my muffin basket later and see what they were talking about and shit.
gotcha.
Can I do that?
Yeah. So, as you're walking up, you can kind of hear the tones become a little more hushed. But you can give me perception plus alertness, difficulty 8. Just because there's a lot of, chatter and...
What if I rip a loud fart in the middle? No, never mind. It's not a bone. It's not a bone.
You
What if I just do it anyway?
It's just not going to help you.
Everybody
Everybody
move farther away.
They move further. They stop talking and move further away, and now everyone's talking about your fart.
We gained a willpower back, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and the glamour.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna use a willpower
Okay.
right now. It's perception plus alertness.
Mm-hmm. Difficulty 8.
Oh, 3.
Okay. So, as you're coming up, you kind of hear people saying the same things, just like, why would she be so obvious with it? Well, obviously, she's looking for a test. It's a test. All of this is a test. She's trying to find out who it is. The fact that she's saying such things so brazenly is because she and then as they see, I say they see. Yeah, that one of them kind of sees that you're kind of, stopped and sure are taking a little bit more time with your food. They're just kind of like, well, we'll discuss this later, But you did what you did gather from it, I'll at least just tell you, is Varrics, you kind of know that people are thinking that this is more than meets the eye, that surely she's not that stupid. As you're walking back, you hear another group saying, surely she is that stupid. What have we got ourselves into? And this is bad. This is bad. This is really bad. It's the Selkie, Virginia Coleman, who is just like, this is not good. It was rough before, but it's going to get way worse.
What
And
was rough?
life under Milk in the duchy. And everybody's like, I know, but what do we do? She's like, well, I'm petitioning for peace. I'll tell you right now. I mean, it's the only hope we can. I'm not going to lose more of my friends. She's like, I've just seen too much in this world, and I know what tyrants like him are like. He'll make an example of us if we just tell him it was a misunderstanding, that things got out of hand. It'll be fine. And they're all kind of not making the duck face that Dee's making, the doubting duck face, but
Is it though?
but a few of them are kind of shaking their heads a little cautiously. Others are just kind of like, I don't know. Just it seems that maybe the people that are with her are going to try to talk to her more about it, but yeah, that's kind of what you glean as you kind of grab your food plate and walk back.
Okay. Goddamn Selkie's dead.
What?
Goddamn Selkie's dead.
They did it. Them seals. They swam up
Yeah.
the Mississippi River into the Arkansas River.
You can't trust those
Yeah.
fucking seals.
Or they're just pussies. I don't know.
Well, you do know. Well, Adam, you may not. Give me wits plus. Sorry. Yeah. Intelligence plus politics. Difficulty of 7.
One.
Okay, it's enough. She's House Gwydion, and Gwydion is known to be. They're Sealy, and they're very proud, but they're also very much holders onto tradition, kind of conservative in their views as far as and basically she's holding true to her house. Is just, look, I know it's bad, but this is the way it's been. There's been a king for a long time. That type of thing.
I would like to talk to the other House Liam member.
Okay.
Who is it?
The other House Liam member is another troll named Christy Frazier.
Okay. I'd like to talk to her.
Okay. You approach her and her group, and she kind of smiles at you, and she says, our newest member, Miss Brightstone, is it?
Yes. Was she one of the ones that was protecting the kid?
Yeah, she got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah. And she says, I hope everything is going well in your district.
Better now, slightly.
Well, that's good to hear.
I hope.
Best as it could be, I suppose.
Yes. And yourself?
Well, recuperating.
Where's
I have
she?
recuperated.
Where's she from? Where does she?
She lives in Little Rock.
Okay.
Yeah. So, she takes care of like the Heights area. So she's a little more proper. So, she is just kind of, you can tell it's awkward because she's not sure if you should be talking to you right now or not. Like,
All I want to do.
are you the mole,
I just want to.
or do you think she is?
I just want to ask, as another member of Liam, how she thinks the mortals will fare if we go to war.
There could be loss, especially enchanted mortals or people that would rally to our cause. If people are unscrupulous, they could potentially use mortals against us. I would hope that wouldn't be the case, but,
What do you mean?
well, I mean, if you want some, I feel our war would probably be chimerical, but bullets kill us just as easily as they kill someone else. And if they wanted us gone permanently, I wouldn't imagine it would become that in the streets. We still live under a government in this country. But we have two governing bodies that we have to contend with in our lives, as unfortunate as that may be.
Do I know if any of the council members have war experience?
Probably not in this life,
Yeah.
but you could ask. Do you have any dots in remembrance?
No.
Yeah, so probably couldn't tell.
Yeah. Because I don't know how this is going to look at all.
Mm-hmm.
And she's realizing that as she talks to Christy. Do you have experience in war in your past lives?
I seem to remember so,
Do you-
but not in this one.
Mm.
And I would imagine something like that is not like riding a bike. But I'm certainly willing to step up. I don't know where I stand with this. I do need to speak to my people, and I think that is really best for all of us, is just to talk to those that this will affect in our lives.
Yes, I agree.
And that's what I intend to do before making any decision.
Me too.
I'm glad to hear that. She kind of turns back to her group, you know.
Okay.
It's not that she's being rude, it's just
No.
that it's like, I don't want to talk to anybody. That's
long.
too
Yes,
long.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That sucks. Isn't her husband the Dougal troll?
Uh-huh. And they are separated.
That is gonna be a weird.
Car ride or dog walk home.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. So, as you all sit there, it's okay. As you all sit there in this silence that is in this room right now, it kind of is palpable. And eventually the Duchess stands up and says, "Everyone is dismissed. I know you all want to go home and speak to those that you care about. But remember, do not vote. And do not open the envelope until the appointed time."
I opened mine.
I thought you said you're thinking about it and then you did something else.
You said what was in there. I wanted to see what was in there.
Oh, okay, well, she means the envelope that,
Inside the
Inside,
bigger
yeah,
envelope? Okay,
yeah.
then yes, I did not open that.
yeah.
Okay.
I have to go up and be like, Harry.
I need a new one!
Be that student.
It's pretty dumb to tell the boggin, don't open this, there's a secret in there.
Well, and that's what's torturing everyone, you know. And most of the group goes, or actually all of the group goes back towards Little Rock, you know, and walks off. And there's some that branch off as you guys are walking away.
Can I
Well,
you can
catch
notice.
Carrie before she leaves?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to necessarily make it super obvious.
She is talking to a few other people, you know, but you can tell she's trying to dismiss this thing. But,
Okay. Morgan may wait politely for a change for her to finish her conversation.
okay, she's turning to leave.
And then as she leaves, Morgan just walks by her and whispers, like she didn't even try to. She is it dude's name Brendan or Brandon or
Brendan.
Brendan? Okay, I don't want to call him Brandon if that's
Yeah, no.
Of course, Morgan might. She don't like him, and she leans by and she whispers. Actually, yeah, we'll call him Brandon since that's supposed to be a secret.
Yeah, and then you can have plausible
Deniability.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And she just kind of leans by and whispers, and she says, Brandon told me about how you should speak with your friend Brandon.
And you should not open your mouth in a room full of vipers and announce things that should be quiet.
Ooh. Get shit on.
We are in very dangerous times. I care deeply for your loss, and I am sorry, and we will amend what has happened. But I cannot discuss it in such a public area.
So she was pretending not
You
to
need
know.
to leave me now.
Oh, fuck.
And as Morgan walks away, she goes, we're all going to regret that loss.
We already do.
Are we gonna say anything to her about the fact that we had an assassin that tried to kill
I
us?
don't want to. I don't trust her. I want to. But I'm going to feel
And at
really
that,
fucking dumb if
I
it's
need
like,
you
"Oh, it's me. I'll-"
To roll
Yeah?
wits plus perception difficulty 9.
Okay.
Sorry, I may be...
Alertness.
Alertness, duh.
Okay.
No, it's the old game. Yeah, my bad.
I mean, I went for it.
I know.
I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Okay.
One success.
One success.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of, as you're leaving, you know, you see people kind of at the edges of this glade, kind of in shadow. There's a group, and you notice that they're all watching you leave, and you kind of hear just barely. Wonder what she was talking about. Don't worry about it. It's not our business, you know. And just
Which group was it?
she couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell.
I mean, I guess.
Could Dan
Carrie's
tell?
trustworthy.
Would Dan have?
I don't know.
He's eating sweetbread. Dan, you're
I mean.
You can try it.
Okay, alertness and wits.
Same difficulty.
9.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a willpower for him too. He got that willpower back. I'm just re-spending it.
Okay.
He also got one success.
Okay. Same thing you got.
Yeah. Damn it! You rolled really shitty, Dan. He has like 4 in alertness. That's why I was like,
Sure. You know, all he says is when you stop, he's like, you know, wonder who that is. You know, because the trot around this area is dark.
Yeah.
You know, like almost pitch black, and it's like you barely make these people out standing there. You know, as you're leaving. It doesn't seem malicious. It just seems like another group conversing, even though after everyone's supposed to have left.
Could I do a quick willow whisper to my envelope? I would like to ask it what...
Are you doing it here in the trot?
I want to...
okay.
What?
I'm just pointing at.
He's saying it's a dumb decision. We need to wait.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Well, I'm leaning towards telling Carrie
I'm giving you
about
all
the
kinds of candy.
assassin.
Sorry.
It's okay, I appreciate it. It keeps us from stumbling around.
I mean, we're.
Well, I know you don't do great with political, and that's why I'm
We
helping.
don't.
That's why I'm helping a little bit.
No, if
Just
there's
a
not
little
a talk
bit.
shit option, we suck
Yeah,
at
I
it.
know. Talk shit, get hit.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
Adam, you're awfully quiet. What are you thinking?
well, I'm wondering what he's thinking about telling Carrie. Do you think we should?
I want to.
Okay. Because I'm kind of leaning towards...
I'm trying to
this one.
navigate my mind the whole political thing.
Me
'Cause we
too.
need information, and we have no information. We're gonna walk away from this with absolutely
Exactly,
the same
that's why
bullshit
I'm
we
like,
had when we
I
came
wish I
in.
could
Like,
willow whisper. Yeah.
Do we need to go home and then contact her? You could always go see her after we go home.
It's true.
I can't? I thought she's very particular about when I can come see her.
I mean, you just gotta call first.
You could call first.
Okay, let's do that.
I'm just saying that way it's like everybody makes a clean break,
That's
and then
true.
you can go.
Okay, we can discuss in private unless this Lou is there. Okay, yeah, let's go home.
Okay. So you head home through the trot.
I retrieve my basket of goodies.
You retrieve your basket.
How many are left?
Not many.
Okay.
1 or 2.
That's good.
Or needs some.
The polite amount to be left, you know. And yeah, you make it back.
Okay, I would like to willow whisper first my envelope.
Okay.
The realm will have to be... Would Carrie be a lofty noble?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think I roll.
You have to roll to cast the cantrip. Yes.
But wouldn't you cast the cantrip on the envelope?
Well, the realm selected determines what I can talk to it about.
Oh.
So, I roll what I have in primal. Oh, Christ, that's only 1. Is that the only thing I roll?
No, you'll roll the realm too.
Oh, right. So,
Which will
Fae is 2.
no, it won't be Fae. It'll be actor. The Fae probably determines what you can talk. How.
Actor and Fae would allow her to ask a tree if a certain person has passed by and what they were doing. Prop and nature allow the change...
Oh, so it's both then. So you're gonna roll 3 things. You'll roll prop
Why prop?
because it's an envelope that
That's
you're
not
talking.
part of this. The realm selected determines what I may speak about.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
I mean, I would have liked more dice,
Yeah,
but
no,
I'm
that's
gonna
fine.
do it right.
No, I appreciate it.
Can I do a bunk?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Lick it?
Okay,
Is that good enough?
not really. Most people lick envelopes.
You can fart on it.
Knew that was coming.
You could like whisper something into its envelope. Like,
I have
you
to
know,
whisper.
like kiss me, daddy, and then lick it, maybe.
How about I chew on half of it?
Okay.
Because then I have to turn it in with that on there.
Okay, that's good.
Pretty strong
Alright.
bunk.
Yikes.
All right, I'll give you a negative one.
Okay. What does that mean?
It's to your difficulty.
Okay.
So how many dice are you rolling?
3.
Okay. Difficulty 6.
I got 1 success.
So she's chewing on it and on it. And what are you asking?
What did... I have to speak in a whisper, and it
Yeah.
whispers back. What did Carrie say anything when she was making this envelope for me?
Just that she hoped you weren't the one. She said, who farted? Sick. Gross.
Okay, that's good.
Now get me out of your mouth.
That's good. So now I feel like I know Carrie is trustworthy. I'm going to tell that to you two. And then I'll think about doing another Willow Whisper on my basket to see if it heard anything, but that's kind of vague to be like, did you hear anything suspicious? And this is the whole situation. I don't really know exactly what to ask it.
Was that weird or chimerical?
That was chimerical.
Okay.
Is there a certain topic that you want to know about?
I just want to know who's a fucking liar. Maybe the leaker would be the most quiet out of everyone, because they would be wanting to hear. But that's not necessarily...
Well, the other thing too is we can't necessarily suspect the leaker as being outwardly malicious.
Yes.
They could be leaking for a completely different reason. I mean, there's several reasons one could leak information,
I didn't even
as we've seen either.
Think about that.
Yeah, either as we've seen for either the last 4 years or, you know, beforehand, like, there could be something, if they don't like the way the direction the council is going, they would want to probably leak to Milg about what they plan on doing so we can keep things under Milg's control, so he can put a stop to it, aka those goddamn seals.
What's wrong with the seals? The seals were wanting peace because they didn't want people to die. That seemed trustworthy to me.
Because they want Milg to take control. They want to stamp out what we were doing. Whether they think that peace is going to be a part of it doesn't matter. What they think is going to end up happening is it doesn't matter, because they put into motion by leaking
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
something that, you know. And if they are more traditionalist, then, and they don't like the direction that the council's going by trying to split from him, whether they want peace or not, there's going to be war because Milg's a tyrant.
That was the factor that they didn't take into consideration.
If it is them, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they could be leaking for completely
I didn't even
good
consider that.
and prosperous reasons and fuck everything up.
Well, we know all about doing fucking things up and trying to do good, or at least
Exactly.
I do. Morgan does.
A
Okay.
storm's brewing.
Damn it, Barracks!
Watch out for the wood.
Damn it, Barracks!
Oh, you'll have to go to that funeral tomorrow too.
Yeah.
You can't go.
Why can I not go?
You'll say something. He'll make a take the pace up joke, and everybody will be, oh, that's a Merrick's. He's an asshole. Ha ha ha. You'll say it, and they'll go, oh, that's the right murderer, that is.
When have I ever said anything remotely to what Barracks has said?
I'm not saying that. I'll
doesn't
be.
matter what you say.
You'll go in there, and they'll say, oh, it's a tragic loss, and you'll say, yes, it's my fault. And you're going to tell that to a mortal family?
I would not. I'm not that
Also,
stupid.
you'll lie to them to their
No,
face?
I keep my freaking mouth shut and tell them I'm very sorry for their loss.
Yeah, we don't need to talk to any
And they'll ask you, how did you know him?
friend.
No, don't let her answer.
How did I know?
How did you know him?
I pulled his ass out of that church when that meth head attacked us.
Oh, there was a church attack with a meth head.
There's meth
He
heads.
never told us about that.
There's meth heads all over Arkansas.
They attacked a church? Why did they attack a church?
Because they are meth heads.
But why were you at the church and why was he at the church?
Because
We're
we
trying
were
to find meth.
Chuck wasn't really religious as far as we
because
knew.
we
And he
were
wasn't really into
having
meth
a
either.
neighborhood watch meeting.
About
And
these damn meth heads.
About what? Stop, Pamela. I'm trying to get her to
You're
understand
doing
something.
very well. I'm just
She-
trying to help her. I'm
Uh,
Well,
sorry.
you
don't
can't-
help. That's the problem, Pamela.
Sorry.
You're gonna be over there eating sweetbreads and saying, "Oh,
That's
these
you!
these aren't as
That is
good.
projection.
These aren't as good as the ones I make."
Yes, that's true. Yes.
okay,
Correct.
Not to mention, you can't lie.
I can lie,
She chooses not to.
No,
but it's not healthy for me.
That's right. It's
Well,
not
then
healthy.
you're gonna
So,
be a fucking
anyway,
wreck.
you had a neighborhood watch, you say. What was
That's
going on there?
Same thing. Anything happens in a neighborhood watch, we get together and we bitch about shit going on.
Well, did you hear? Was the neighborhood watching session when the storm happened?
No, he came over for repairs. He was a handyman. How about
Oh,
that?
he was at your place. This is you lived at the Reverie.
They
Then.
already know that.
Do they? No. They just know he was in an accident in the weather. I'm sure word will get around, but here, there's the door, there's the toe in the door, and that's where your mouth will get a foot right up your arse.
Literally, I will just go. I will hand off my.
Or
little
how
paper.
about let's do another one? Oh, I'm so sad my wee lad is dead. Oh no, oh no, oh my lady, I heard you were there because you couldn't keep your mouth shut. And tell me what happened to my sweet boy.
Well, ma'am, I didn't witness it.
You didn't, but you were there. What, did you run upon him and see where he was? Oh, my sweet
I
lad.
don't think she would say that, Barracks.
I'm just telling you. It's walking into the lion's den. Pamela, you don't have any problem lying. Verix, he can't do anything but lie.
I'm
I just
sweet
am
at it.
going to
Look.
go. I'm going to hand this little picture book I made
Aw.
to his mother.
What's in the picture book? I already know, but tell everybody what's in the picture
what's
book.
It's just little pictures of the groups and stuff that we've done. And, pictures of
Is there a picture of...
Chuck.
Chuck hanging out at the Reverie, you say. Oh, look, there he is, hanging out at the Reverie. Also, you knew Chuck. You were at, he went to...
Here's one of Chuck at Eureka Live. Why is anybody getting on Julio's ass about this?
Because
He didn't die at
He
Eureka
didn't
Live.
die at Eureka
Look,
Live.
look. You don't even have to interact with the mother. You
I
can
don't
leave the
want to
book
go,
somewhere.
if I'm being honest.
The
I
mother's
have
not
to
gonna
go
be
if you
going
go.
to people.
Is
Do
there
you
a
not
picture?
want to go? What is your deal?
I don't want to.
Why?
I'm tired of seeing dead Kathleen, alright?
Is there a picture of me hanging out the truck with my dick out?
No,
No,
definitely.
Barracks, there's not.
I have
We
that
were a
one.
little
I
distracted.
Put that in the
didn't
book.
think-
I keep it under my pillow.
Oh,
I'm praying that the dick fairy comes and gives me some rewards. A
you're
new
gonna get-
crystal.
you're gonna get a big reward for that one.
Hey, average reward. Respectable.
Hey, it's not about... It's not what you do with it, alright?
Stop talking about my bird's dick!
It's not his, I'm talking about Felix's.
Oh, I don't ever want to see that one again.
You already washed it.
That's
so
not
it's
what you
alright.
said
Lifetime.
400 years ago.
That is a lie from hell! That's a lie from hell,
Now you
Dan!
have to go to the funeral.
That is a lie from hell, Dan. If I don't remember it, it didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
It didn't.
Very
That is incesty as hell.
incesty.
How's it incesty?
Because we're like family now.
It feels incesty. I don't know. Maybe we were mortal siblings at some point. I don't know.
Yucky.
I see. But the second or third time it wasn't a mistake, when was it?
You are a lie. You are lying.
You're about to see.
Is he lying? Can I roll for bullshit on my
Yeah,
own fucking
roll for,
turn?
roll for taking the piss.
What is it?
Get me out of the washing machine step, bro.
Wits. Wits plus. Let's see.
Or would it be remembrance?
Remembrance, just your remembrance
Okay,
dice.
so-
I'm
Yeah.
glad that you have to roll to
I
remember
don't
it
want to know the
immediately
answer to
fast.
this.
I get to add my intelligence to
Yeah.
remembrance.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty of 7.
Okay, so while Morrigan is puking after that comment from Barracks, she's
She's racking her brain.
yeah. 3 successes.
Look, it was a different time. We were different people. Everybody has those things in their past they're not proud of.
You show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Morrigan, okay, hang on.
Just one sec, fingers crossed, is this okay?
Oh, I don't care.
Okay,
I think it's funny as shit.
All right, all right.
X,
It's funny
double
as
X, triple X.
Right.
Morgan's gonna clean up, and she goes, Dan, you're full of shit.
Well, and you're full of,
And I don't get a finality for it. Because I just
you're
said-
full of it too. That's how you like that. Nanny Boo Boo, stick your head in doo-doo. Where is she, by the way? I haven't heard from her in a while. I wonder if she ever caught that lady that she was chasing down.
Have
Good
I,
segue, Dan. I agree.
have I talked to Nanny in a while?
Who is the lady she
When's
was
the last
chasing
time I
down?
talked to Nanny?
One of the other Red Cat
Yeah.
or biker gang
Yeah.
chicks.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
Fuck
Morgan at least would have sent
Trixie
like...
Riddle was her
Yeah, I
name.
feel like you probably may have sent her memes and shit.
Yeah.
They probably exchanged
Well, in that
memes.
case, yeah, you do get the occasional text back like that, but as far as any conversation of substance.
Yeah, it's just...
It's
Morgan
kind of like,
goes-
what's up, yeah.
Morgan goes, well, the last time I talked to her, she was trying to develop a new app. She was going to call it Contender. It was going to work like Tinder, but except with dates, like you swipe right on people you want to fight.
That's wow.
I
That's
sent her
very ambitious.
$50 as like a buy-in. Like
All that money's gone.
Yeah,
Well, I don't
she
give a
ate it.
shit. I really hope she develops it. It sounded like
It's
a
only gonna be
banger.
you two on there.
I don't want to fight Nanny though. I don't want to.
She'll win.
Yeah, it's possible. I
She
don't
fights
know.
dirty.
Depends who
I mean, Morgan's agreeing.
Yes.
No shame on her game to admit.
Yeah,
Nanny
Nanny
would
could
do
Well,
take a bite out of your
sorry
soul.
for bringing up old wounds.
I think it's
That's a
hilarious.
long time ago. Hundreds and hundreds
You're
of
full of
years.
shit, Dan.
I'm not. But I'll quit. I'll quit talking about it. Varix.
We can talk about it later.
He's full, Barracks. He's just taking the piss.
Well,
I'm the one who takes the piss.
Ew.
Is that what you and Gail do? Gross.
I
no.
told you there was a leaker.
Well, I could have gone my whole life without knowing that. You didn't do that with him.
Oh, that's good.
That is not.
It was pretty vanilla.
That's nice. Was it love?
No, that never happened.
It was lost, but it was.
It never happened.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. It's so long ago.
Tell me later.
For a visual, Morgan's been rolling dice every single time she said
Yes,
that.
I've been rolling banality every single time.
You probably don't have to, but it is funny to keep letting you do it.
I think I have. I
It's all bullshit.
Oops.
So anyway,
What the fuck were we talking about?
I
Okay, war.
Not going to
funeral.
the funeral
Right.
because you're gonna fuck it all up.
Dan, if you don't want to go to the funeral, that's fine. But if Morgan wants to go, I think she should go.
When is my doctor's appointment?
you got a little while still.
Okay.
It's not tomorrow. Or
Okay, I was excited. I didn't know if she had a scheduling conflict. and
No,
couldn't go.
You're talking ultrasound or confirming you're pregnant type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do that all in one go.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Yeah, it'll be in a little bit, but not. terribly.
I will say, once Dan and Morgan are alone, she's gonna be like, if you breathe a word of that to anybody,
Already did. The braid to those two.
if that crosses your beak one more time,
Oh,
Julio's
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you mad.
I'm gonna
Julio's
switch
gonna
Kid.
you inside out.
Julio's gonna
Don't
put
do
an
that.
oath on
That,
you.
that wouldn't be good. You need me.
I know, and we've been together, well, since I've been born. But
Before that, too.
I mean, like,
That's
I
how-
mean in
that's how we
Arcadia,
know.
you
Listen,
dumb bird.
you need me because I'm telling you, you're gonna make a mistake going to the funeral.
Fine, I won't go.
Thank you. If you do, just go to the graveside service. Don't go to the whole family thing.
Be the creep that hangs out behind the tree.
They need that in a
Umbrella far
movie.
away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they need
Sunglasses.
the lady in the glasses behind, and it gives it a mystery.
I'm not doing.
Just pretend you have a sore throat. Just be like,
I'm not gonna travel all that way just to go.
You can pay your respects, and you don't have to. You can leave your book at the gravesite, and the family will find it.
Or I could just send it with Pamela.
You can send it with Pamela. You have a good heart, and it was in the right place, but your heart will get you in trouble, I'm afraid, at this event.
Fine, I won't go. Barracks and Pamela.
Now don't sulk.
Dan needs to.
I'm not so.
I understand you need the closure for yourself. You have loss too, and guilt. And I understand. But this is not for you. This is for the family.
Fine.
Just trust me here. That's one thing. I'm telling you this because I love you, and I'm looking out for you. You got a wee one to worry about.
Yeah.
And the big blue one to worry about.
Which is another reason you shoot your freaking big shut.
He's never gonna know that.
Really? I didn't want to know that.
Pamela
I
begs
could
to
have lit-
disagree. She wouldn't even do it maliciously. It would just slip out one day.
You get the Jack
Y'all are
Nicholson
spuds.
face.
Yeah.
The minute head shake.
See, I could have gone my entire existence not remembering that.
Well, I've gone my entire one remembering. As soon as he walked in, I went, "Oh, that's the shag puppy."
God damn.
What else do you remember? Oh,
A lot.
I know you remember everything, but you don't tell me shit.
Well, it's only when you bring it up. You want me to tell you hundreds of years of information?
Okay, you got a point. Well, now I'm gonna feel weird because I was gonna get him the new deck of cards down at the magic shop, but since you threw out that, I don't want him to think that that's like a weird thing.
They have wellies on them.
No, I don't know if they do.
When they won't, then just go get them. It's Christmas time coming up soon. The decorations are going out in town. You know, as soon as Halloween's over, here they go.
Yeah, okay. Well, I was gonna do that because you know he did help out with the whole Spectre thing and the whole.
Oh,
he
aye.
killed it on the whole panel.
Unorthodox, but it worked.
He did.
And all I did was fly around looking for the thing.
Aw.
Bastard.
You healed Pamela.
It's true.
I mean, I went and talked to the freaking on repeat ghost. I mean, it's not like I really did anything significant, but
Well, I guess Varix is going to have his own convention now.
Yeah.
Call it Popcorn.
Shag popcorn.
Shag Popcorn
no. What did I just say?
2021.
What did I just say?
tell you
2020.
about Verix and his shagging wagon. And by wagon, I mean his tail.
You know the movie The Shaggy Dog? There's one about Varys called The Shagging Dog.
Dan, don't ever bring it up again. Swear an oath
What?
Oh.
that you will never bring that up again.
No! I kind of keep my mouth shut.
Swear an oath that you will not bring it up again in this lifetime.
What?
Of
What?
mine.
What do I get out of the oath?
Or I'm not going to get mad and go into a hormonal baby rage and smash your dick, Crystal.
Ooh.
You wouldn't.
I do as the fetus commands.
I swear I bet at night, woman.
What's more important, running your mouth about this or perching?
That's pretty close.
I swear by the 4 seasons and your wee lass and lad that I won't tell anyone.
About.
About you.
Is this like new people or?
He said anyone. So.
And then he flies away.
Oh, is he that mad at me?
Just leaves. He's just like, yeah, in a huff.
He'll
But
get over
then,
it.
you stand there for a minute.
Mhm.
And do you recall what he just said?
You said
We'll leave that to you
What?
as we go on to something
I
else.
don't. I didn't.
I didn't.
I didn't catch it.
Okay, I'll give you a roll.
I'm stupid.
Was that in his like?
Blitz plus alertness, difficulty 6.
Was that in his mumbling?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
I botched.
Oh,
You didn't catch
you're
it at all.
happy.
I feel very
Audience, I hope you did.
I feel very satisfied with myself. I did I really fuck up?
All right. Anyway, new day.
Funeral time.
Everybody's getting ready for the funeral. Are you going to go after all? Are you?
No, I mean I said I wasn't.
Okay. Well, Dan's downstairs eating sweetbreads. You know, are you getting dressed up nice, or what are you wearing?
Yeah, I'm getting dressed up nice.
Okay.
He comes down in his
Good
tuxedo.
Yeah,
Tails.
I look like I'm going to a wedding.
And I look like I'm going to church.
That's appropriate.
Just
That's a several-hour drive to Springfield, but you can make it. You both set off. I guess you're just going to do...
I'm gonna go to the magic shop and buy those cards, like
Okay.
I said.
All right. So we'll get to you in a moment. All right. You guys make it several hours later. And it's not a large crowd. It's a small little Baptist church, kind of on the outskirts of town. And, you know, there's, maybe 50, 60 people. A respectable amount. Looks like probably most of them are his family. You know, they look like his mortal self, not his fey seeming, you know. I mean, you can tell that maybe there are a few members of his family that are changelings, you know, in the distance. Not many. But you get a vibe from a little kid, too, that maybe they'll go through a chrysalis.
Cool.
So, you know, it's one of those things.
That's neat.
So, you attend the ceremony, the service, and, you know, there's...
Kyle here?
Kyle is here.
Is he with his family or?
He's by himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should have carpooled.
It's okay. He does sit with you.
Okay.
So you're not alone.
Is anyone
And,
else from?
Yes, Crescent is there as well. And, you know, she's pretty upset, you can tell. It's not like they had a solid relationship, but something was starting. Yeah, something was starting, and so she's, you know, pretty tore up. But she sees you all there, and she's sitting near you, but she kind of sheepishly nods, and, you know, just, she acknowledges you, but she's not
I'll
coming
probably
forward.
rub her back.
You're
while
not
we
that
pass.
close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she kind of sees you and nods, and then keeps, you know, crying. And the preacher says the things that preachers do, you know, that he's not really gone, he's in heaven, and all that. And then after that, he says, well, there will be a funeral side service following this ceremony, the family invites you to attend that as well. And everybody starts to get up
Oh, I sent the book with you, by the way.
Okay.
and head out. Go ahead.
Is it going to be right after this?
Yeah, usually you drive to it.
Kyle, why don't you ride with us?
I got my car. I was gonna go back after, but yeah, it's a fucking long line of cars. Yeah, sure.
I'm thinking about warning him about war.
Do you want to do that at
Hey,
the
you-
funeral?
yeah. Wait, are you gonna give him this
No one's
information?
gonna hear us.
So he gets in the car. I guess it's the Fiesta,
Yeah.
and
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba,
did you honk?
Sure he did!
And everybody's like looking back, and then you flip your lights on, because you're supposed to do that. And some people are just kind of nodding, and they're walking to their cars, and he's just like, "Hell of a day, huh?"
Yeah. How are you
Nah,
holding
this is a
up?
bummer.
Yeah. I'm good. I mean, I feel bad for his family, but I came to
too.
pay my respects and everything. Yeah. Heard there was something that went down the other night. Rumors are going around.
How'd you hear that?
Just that people are talking in Little Rock about and I have friends there that were saying that there was a meeting and that there's a big decision going to be made. Is that true?
Yes.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it. What are you deciding on? War? No war? Something like that?
It's gonna be war no matter.
Yeah, there's gonna be war no matter what.
Why do you think that?
Because we have a leaker who's giving a bunch of information to Milk. He already knows everything that's happening.
It's too late. I'm sorry, Kyle.
Well, I guess it's time to start taking up shop. I'm not doing that. I got a wife and kids to worry about.
That's why I wanted to warn you. I'm really sorry.
Fuck. I kind of like that town.
I like it too. That's why we gotta defend it. But I want you to
Yeah.
get out of town.
I know, I gotta do what's best. Shit.
What a puss. My pregnant ass can be over here fighting, but you...
He's a family man! Well, your family is chimerical. His is mortal. They're not gonna get what's going on.
I mean, if it's a chimerical war, then the worst that would happen probably would just be that he would come undone, and then once that physical body dies, he would reincarnate.
So is this war just gonna look like a Civil War reenactment, essentially?
It
out
could,
in the
or
woods?
there could be people with real weapons.
Oh.
You don't know.
So we're not gonna have anybody that's just like lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
I mean, that's
Like
kind of what
LARPers.
Changeling chimerical battles look like. They look like boffer
So
fights.
we're gonna look like
Sweet.
the biggest LARPer.
Yeah, it's gonna be a LARP convention.
Oh yeah.
Sold out, don't come.
Yeah.
But then it's like that one dumb jock joke actually comes true. I'm gonna show up with a real sword or a real gun.
That's
Yeah.
what the news is gonna say.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's all it takes is one person to do that. And
Yep.
then, yeah.
So I just wanted to warn him. I'm not gonna warn Crescent because she's obviously really upset right now, and she's also kind of a drifter. Once she gets wind of it, she can go.
So it's just gonna be me and Julio basically fighting this because we're the only fucking
We'll call
fighters.
Nanny Boo Boo.
Nanny, please come fucking help.
I'm
I'm throwing up
Julio
so
will be
much.
a little better. And the other council
I
members.
mean, we're
suck.
probably gonna have whatever Sally Forth helps us with.
Yes. Probably Lady Grace.
Lady Grace ain't gonna.
Lady Grace ain't doing shit. She gonna be on the mild side.
What? No way.
Yeah, she will.
She'll be on whatever
she will.
side is gonna keep her with her shit.
And that's the mild side.
Take a walk on the mild side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Gail will help us, and
Oh, I forgot about Gail.
Gail the snail? No, she won't.
She wasn't that much help last time. She got shot.
Well, she took the bullets though, so nobody else got hit. Like she did that on purpose.
Yeah.
That was her way to contribute.
I'm sure she'll be willing to do that again.
Yeah.
I don't know how helpful. Well,
So,
It
you
ain't
arrive
right.
at the graveside service, and it's more of the same. You know, the family sits under a tent with the casket, and, you know, they say a few more words, and people begin to mill about.
She whispers, "Don't you fucking
To what?
dare." To you!
Me?
To you! Don't you say anything. Don't you walk up to that gravesite and clear your throat.
Don't tempt me with a good
Let
time.
me see. Let me see your sheet.
What?
Let me see it.
Jesus Christ.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
So, she just basically threw a possibility for an adventure in your face.
Yeah.
So if you don't do it, it's a banality tree.
Shit!
Yep.
But you don't have to. I'm just saying.
You done fucked up, woman.
Why did I drive with him?
I'm
I
going.
didn't take my own car.
I'm going up there.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
And the family's still kind of sitting there crying and sobbing and stuff.
are you gonna use anything to like make this acceptable? Or are you just gonna see how many fucking puns you can get away with until somebody kicks your ass out?
I just wanna.
He'd probably forgotten until Pamela said something.
Yeah.
He didn't forget. I knew he was waiting.
God.
Dearly beloved.
Yeah. We are gathered here today
Oh my god.
for the marriage of Chuck and this 6 foot,
Ground.
this 6 foot hole in the ground. Maybe happily wed.
Are you
No,
saying
no,
that?
no, that would be way too bad. I think everyone would kill me. No.
Well, you had some gems in there.
Before you do this, I want to find
I
a
did.
family member of Chuck's
I did.
killed.
I read back through some of them, and they're pretty rough.
Only if you get it.
It's funny because like now it's time. You're like,
No.
oh shit.
Yeah, I stood there.
He's like, I've really got to be an asshole now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to. Like I said, you could get up there and then stop it. It's a banality check. It's all you do is just roll. You may not have anything happen.
Hey, look, I only got one out of all those lies I told.
True, but at the same time,
Why risk it?
risk it.
Fun.
So he's standing over there looking like he's thinking over the coffin right now. You know, like
I'm handing the book to one of the family members and kind of
Okay.
explain my friend couldn't be here, but she took a lot of these photos and thought you would like to have this.
Hey,
they don't open it to look. But
He was a
I'm-
very good man.
I'm taking my phone out, and I'm going up to the coffin, and I'm just gonna take a selfie. I'm gonna give like the
Yeah.
deuces.
and the family's like looking at you just like,
What the fuck is
you know, like they're
wrong?
not saying anything, but you can tell they're pissed. You know, just like that's poor taste. You know, and
For barracks, that is actually being
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually
extremely
very
I know.
polite.
well fucking behaved.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna make you roll banality because it's all you can do not to do something. Because she told you don't do the speech, but it's gonna be an easier difficulty.
I didn't say I wasn't gonna do
Oh.
the speech.
That was just the warm up.
That was the start.
the intro.
Okay.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
wanted to get that out.
You're
Okay.
just texting Dan through Morgan.
Well, you can tell like her dad's Chuck's dad's a pretty big guy, probably in his late 50s.
Oh my god.
But he looks like he probably did manual labor his whole life, and he's kind of sitting there like eyeing you, like, you know, you better
War
leave,
is
buddy.
coming sooner
Yeah.
than we thought.
Yeah.
He can do trick of the.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh Jesus God.
Okay. So I just wrote the thing that I'm iffy about is just because of everything that Dan said to her
Yes.
about like
That came
how well
from-
I knew him. But everything about how well I knew him.
Oh, yes.
And so if I'm like, so I'm just trying to, okay. Chuck, he was a real handy guy. He's one of my best mates. Me and him. We had a damn good time at Eureka Live. Many, many good times. One of our favorite fond memories was just getting just plastered ass drunk at Eureka Live.
How's the audience take it? Just a couple
So
chuckles?
far, okay, kind of.
They're waiting for
They're
it.
Baptists.
They're waiting for it.
Yeah, they're not real happy. They're just kind of like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. We were together and we were just macking on some chicks. He was my wingman. He's my wingman. And sometimes I'd say to him, and I'd say, Chuck, how much wood could a woodchuck fuck if a woodchuck could fuck
All right,
wood?
buddy, that's enough. We don't need that kind of talk here. This is not. You need to go on and get out of
I
here.
love you, brother. I love you.
Young, go.
You didn't even get an intelligible word. You just got the yawn.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, Pamela, what are you doing?
Time to
Sneak.
decide.
trying to look like I was gonna leave anyway, and I just happened to be walking the same direction
Okay.
too, and hoping
All
no
right.
one sees me get into the same car.
You're using who, man?
Kyle's already in the car.
Or,
Yeah, the Fiesta. He's like, thank fucking God when you arrived that the doors were unlocked. Jesus Christ. Why the fuck did you do that?
Sorry, she made.
What?
No, hold on. It was a.
It was a direct question.
Yeah.
It was a really good time. I wish I could explain more, but I just had such a great time doing that.
Fuck's sake, man. God damn.
Let's just go. Let's just go. Just drive. Just drive.
just leave.
Wouldn't you like to know the real reason?
The other reason is you do get a point of memory.
Yay!
Because you elicited emotions and that guy imagining what he would like to do to you. You keep talking about his son like that. All right. Well, you all drop you off, and Kyle's like, well, it's been real. It's been fun, but not real fun.
Yeah.
Later.
It's her fault. It was her fault.
What?
You don't buy that for a fucking second.
Fuck, that's who's leading us into this shit.
She made me do it.
Oh God. He said us.
He ain't gonna leave.
Anyway, he gets in his bus and heads off back to Eureka.
It just shows we're fearless. You know.
Something
We're
bold.
bold. We're
If
daring.
if fortune favors the bold, we are
Yeah, we're
fucking
good. We're good,
set.
Fortunate. All right. So a few hours later, you make it back. But in the meantime, let's talk about your trip to the magic shop.
Okay.
You go in. Mike's still there, doing his thing, selling stuff. And he sees you come in. He smiles. He's like, "Hey, what can I help you with?"
Yes. Do you know those like magic? And she describes the cards that Varix has. She goes, "I need a pack of those."
Well, we got all kinds.
Okay, well they're not for me. They're for. And she kind of pauses because she doesn't know if she needs to say Varix or Lawrence.
Uh huh.
And she's like,
Somebody special.
"Ooh, no."
Oh.
Oh.
Somebody. So you just they're into magic.
And
Yes.
Dan's laughing.
What do they what is this person?
Okay, you know that asshole that we were in here with the other day?
Oh yeah, Dog Boy. I mean, sorry.
Yeah? Do I know why he would know that? Can I, is there anything about him? That would...
Certainly check.
Okay. Do what?
I said you can certainly check.
Okay, how would I?
So you can give me wits plus kenning.
Okay.
Or sorry, perception plus kenning.
Okay.
Difficulty of 7.
2 successes.
Something radiates from him. You're not sure what. He's definitely not enchanted.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something. But yeah, he's definitely can see you for what you are because he keeps blushing and not really making eye contact.
So now Morgan is kind of like, oh shit. She's like, okay, so yeah, him, you know, with the dog ears. So, like, what's your deal? I mean, you can see, obviously, what's going on.
Oh,
So, what's...
just see things for how they really are, I suppose. That's all.
That's cryptic as fuck.
Just see what's reality, not what we perceive reality to be.
Does that make a lick shit bit of sense to her?
Probably not.
Okay. She says, well, I know you're not a... I know you're not a vampire. It's daylight. But alright, fine. If you want to be cryptic, be cryptic.
I'm not trying to be. I'm just selling my wares, you know, doing my thing.
So, which one of these cards is going to be best?
I think anything that, you know, he tries to be a cool guy. So, I mean, they're just cards. That's the trick. There is no trick. It's about what you learn to do with them. So, any that you like that you think would express who he is, you know, I've got all kinds.
I mean, expresses who he is. I mean, I don't really want to see any with assholes on them. So...
Then why are you buying him a gift, if you don't mind me asking?
I mean, I don't necessarily have to have somebody be my favorite person to appreciate their talents. Oh, motherfuck.
What?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Well, are you trying to get back with this fella?
Gross, no. Ew. That's not what I meant.
But he's your friend.
Frenemy. You hear the frenemy thing?
Okay. So you don't like him?
I tolerate him.
Then why are you getting him a gift if you don't have any reason to?
Because he's legitimately trying this time around.
Oh, okay.
And there's been lifetimes where he definitely has not put forth any effort in trying to be halfway decent. So,
Well, let's not give him cards then.
Because she wasn't at that funeral.
Let's give him this instead. And he goes over to a box, and it's long,
okay.
and and he hands it over, and he says, "I think you should re-gift. You know, see if he's really changed. Give this to him to give to someone. What do you think?"
Oh, what is it?
He opens it up,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a sword. It's a shorter sword,
Mm-hmm.
but the crossguard
Mm-hmm.
is shaped like a bee with its wings extended,
Oh!
and the blade makes a stinger.
Does any of this stir up any remembrance or memories or anything like that? Okay.
That's what you're looking for, right? Symbols, gestures. it seems like the lady who really likes to decorate would be iconography that you work for. At least when I've driven by and seen where you guys are. Sorry, I just was curious.
Oh, out of character. That means he's been and he's looked since. That's creepy as fuck.
I just,
When the fuck was he in there?
Head.
not in, just
He drove by.
Drove by.
And how did he
I
know
don't
where
got bee stuff outside.
Well, you've got the
The chimes are in the backyard.
That's strange.
oh, this is not. I probably should not have come down here.
I mean, binoculars.
And she's like, she kind of nods and she goes, "So you've seen the big blue dude around too, huh?"
Yeah, I've seen him around town. Who's your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Listen, you're unearthly beautiful, and I can't help but
Thanks.
feel things. But I'm an old man, and I know that that's nothing, okay? But it still makes me feel like a kid looking at you, and I can't help it. And it's strange, and I wanted to know more about you folks, and that's one of the reasons I stayed in Eureka, doing a little bit of studying and figuring out. But you know, that's I don't want to pry into your world.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just not good at this whole like discourse shit. Okay, I'm a very point and punch individual.
Okay. Well,
Not that I'm implying that I want to punch you. That came out wrong.
and he
too.
kind of puts the box.
Sorry.
He puts the box lid back down and kind of puts it back on the shelf. He goes, "Well, you know, whenever you're ready for, shall we say, the symbols to be more direct, come hit me up." But in the meantime, he throws the deck of cards, just like Hoyle, you know, playing cards.
Oh, he's mad at me now?
No, he's not mad.
Oh, okay.
He goes, those are on the house. I'm sure he'll like those.
No, you don't have to be, it doesn't have to be on the house.
They're 50 cents. It's okay.
Well, then here's 50 cents.
Oh, I mean, they cost me 50 cents, but
Well, how much does it sell in the store? You
$10.
Okay, here's $10.
Okay.
I mean,
I understand. And believe me, I'm sorry if I came across, I know it's creepy.
I'm sorry.
It was more curiosity about like, you, but all of you.
What do you know about ghosts?
They exist.
What do you know about specters?
I don't follow.
You know any good books on ghosts?
Might know some people who do.
Can you maybe...
It's nothing you'll be able to read. They won't let them go without quid pro quo, shall we say, an exchange of knowledge.
Well, I tried to call my Nona, but all she did was like ask me if I wanted feathers, and I don't really know what she means by that, but I said, "No, Nona, please don't send any feathers." Like, so...
I'm sorry I can't help you.
What?
But, yeah, those will work for him pretty well. Anyway, looks like I got some tourists coming in. And the door chimes and, you know, a family walks in. You know, little kid, probably not old enough for grade school. And it's like, oh, how cute is this place? You know, and he's like, hey, you know. Starts doing his stick.
Yeah. Morgan's like, I messed up, but I don't know how I messed up. So...
And he starts showing them, you know, sleight of hand tricks and stuff.
Should have taken the sword.
I wasn't not going to take it. He's the one that got mad and took it back.
He didn't get mad.
I hurt his feelings and he took it back.
He just understood something.
I don't understand anything.
Me neither.
That he knows that she's just a complete dumbass.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
You are not ready.
So. Okay, well, she'll head out and I guess stop by the bookstore and see if they have any books on ghosts.
Well, they do. It's all Ozark folk tales and, legends and information on how to hunt them and stuff like that.
She gets a couple.
Okay.
And then she sees if they have any pregnancy books because she's just as stupid on that
Yeah.
front.
Okay.
And then she gets Julio a book on whatever interest that she knows about that I, as a player, don't fucking know about.
Okay, sure. It's on like
Bouncing.
Travel.
no, it's like a book on weight training when you don't have a weight set type thing. So
Cool.
For bouncing.
He's only gonna get hotter.
so
Oh, he's gonna be a DILF now.
He was always that in Morgan's mind.
So anyway, about this time, after all this is done, a few hours pass. Would you make your way back? And the group is back. Everyone is here.
I pissed your friend Mike off
Oh yeah.
at the magic store. I'm really not sure how, but
What
I
makes
think,
you think he's my friend?
well, whatever. Person of interest, I don't know. He was gonna have a sword, but then he put the sword up. I don't know. I think I hurt his feelings.
What?
I don't know, Barracks.
Okay.
I'm just tired. I'm hungry. I'm confused.
I'll start making dinner.
Okay. And so the routine that you all have settled into resumes with one thing looming over your heads. Maybe several. Tomorrow, or the day after, it's the doctor's appointment. In 3 days' time, a decision that will affect everyone in Eureka hangs in the balance. And the dinner's kind of quiet because of that. Not a thought. Maybe a little more quiet than it has been before. Julio kind of comes in a little later off work. I was tired. He'd been doing some more of the construction at Eureka Live. And he can kind of feel it in the air, and he's like, what's going on?
I mean, are we all sitting around? Okay, because Morgan will just spill everything she knows.
Okay, you're just going to lay it out?
Yeah.
All right. So he just kind of takes it all in, and he's just like, well, we got to fight. Right?
See, this is why I love you. You get it.
Well, I mean, they're gonna kill us either way.
See, he's fucking brilliant. Our baby is gonna be beautiful and fucking brilliant. With Herculean strength, this kid will conquer the universe.
Well, you can't fight. I'm fighting.
Oh, I don't. What?
You're pregnant. You're not fighting.
I mean, I can get a belly guard.
She fought the Spectre.
What?
I mean, that's a ghost. That's a little different.
No. What?
It's a ghost. It's a little different.
No. What? What are you talking about?
She's the Spectre that we vanquished. and said to
There
her.
was a ghost.
Oh,
And really, you fought the ghost.
No.
I was there too.
When did this happen?
Halloween.
What?
Varix and Dan just pull out popcorn and just like,
She knows what. She's
It's a
doing.
It didn't hurt you, did it?
No, it's a ghost.
Wait, is that why you had blood all over you?
and I
My blood.
had this. Check this out. And then I show him my scar.
We saved the town, Julio. They were gonna sacrifice.
Why didn't you tell me?
We've been busy.
I could have helped you. He's not talking to any of you.
I know.
He's talking to one person.
I know who he's talking to. I know, and I'm trying. She's like, I know, and you would have helped. What if that thing would have gotten out of the crescent? We would have needed somebody on the outside.
But you couldn't use somebody there anyway. I'm supposed to be there for you. and you do this shit by yourself, and then you run off to Missouri to help a little girl by yourself?
You went
He
with
was
me.
there.
Well, you were starting to. Or, no, sorry, he found you around town. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry. When he found you out walking alone.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, after the Barbara Castle thing.
I didn't know I was pregnant at that point.
It's not about that, Morgan. It's not about that. The fact that you don't get that is what hurts. And he gets up and walks out. And slams the door behind him. Oh, he's mad.
No
Thank you,
shit,
Dan.
He'll get over it, right?
I'm sure he will, but...
I was asking Dan.
Oh.
Yes.
Can y'all please not fuck around right now?
Okay, Morrigan. He's upset because you're running off into danger and you're the mother of his child.
Whoops. That was a
I
weird
still don't
slip.
think that Morgan got it because she's upset that he's upset. I mean, she's like, I'm just not used to having to check in with anybody.
You're not having to check in with him. He's a troll. He's sworn oath in his mind to you to protect you and your wee babes. And there's nothing that's going to stop him from that. But if you're going to turn your back on him,
No, that's not what I'm
that's
trying
the
to do.
way he's saying it.
Well, he's wrong.
You put yourself in danger knowingly, and he wasn't there to help you.
Not knowingly. Honest to God, we didn't know the Spectre was already there.
Well, then why didn't we tell him?
We were.
Because I was caught off guard.
No, why didn't we tell him why we were going there? We knew.
Yeah, we knew we were going.
In
to
all
danger.
honesty, I kind of thought Morrigan would have mentioned these dumb fucks are going to try to... I just kind of figure her throwing shit out there like that. There was a whole week.
But you did
I-
it.
But you didn't do it, did
Oh,
you?
no.
I assumed. My bad.
It's alright.
That's what you get for assuming. You make an ass out of you
She
and
was
Julio.
And then you run off to talk to the castle lady. I know what he's talking about.
Shit, he was mad at me! What was he going to do?
Watch Judge Judy with you.
Be there for you. That's what he wants. He wants to be by your side.
Well, that's what I want too.
Well, then be there. Involve him. That's all.
Well, fuck, where'd he go?
Probably to his flat. Whatever that is again.
I thought he moved in with us.
No, not yet.
Not yet. He's starting to.
Okay, well, let me do Seer's Wisp. That should show me where he's freaking at.
Gonna go fucking make up with Julio. What a fucking piece of shit.
I don't even mean it. Well, Morrigan doesn't mean it like that.
Fucking
Morrigan.
cry baby whining ass.
Yeah. Oh, I want to protect you from being killed.
Is
Win!
Barracks doing that?
Kind of.
Is that what Barracks is saying?
To
Fuck it,
her
sure, why not?
Okay.
To blow up.
Morrigan then takes what's left on her dinner plate and throws it in your face. If that's what you're
Whatever.
doing.
Okay, win.
Oh!
So,
Surprised she hasn't done that sooner.
She's done. She's
Oh
done
well.
pancakes.
And he
or something.
starts to
Yeah.
grab.
Oh, peck at your face.
Yeah, not peck, but just around on his clothes and get stuff.
okay, Faye.
What are you trying to do here?
I'm casting Seer's Wisp so I can literally follow it to where he's at.
Gotcha.
On the, Vespa. Because apparently she's got to make a pretty bigger declaration of her intentions than she has. Which isn't surprising. Okay, yeah, sorry. And it's difficulty... Okay, hang on. The more successes rolled, the more direct and safer path down the wisp leads the changeling.
Gotcha.
Lasts for 4 hours.
Alright, you're good.
Okay.
Difficulty 7, because you're in the freehold.
Okay. And it's my affinity realm.
Okay, 6.
Okay, and I'm gonna do a willpower because I do not want to botch.
I don't know why you are. You won't need it.
Because I don't want to botch.
Okay,
That's why.
fair enough.
She botched.
No. 4 successes with my willpower.
Okay. It goes like it's going towards the passion play.
Okay.
So not very far from you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And you find there's a parking lot
Mm-hmm.
that you can kind of see the big Jesus from. And that's, as you drive up, that's where you find his truck.
Okay.
He's just kind of looking at it, you know.
Okay. Well, she hops off the Vespa. She goes over to his window, motions for him to roll down the window.
Okay.
Does he? Or is
Yep.
he ignoring me?
Yep, he does.
Okay, she goes, look. She goes, I want you by my side. All the time. Okay? All the time. There's never a time that I don't want you with me.
Why did you tell me about this?
I didn't think to, okay? Honest to God, I didn't think to. I'm used to having to keep my mouth shut about this stuff.
Now you don't have to with me.
I know, and it's not that I don't want to tell you stuff. Sometimes it, honest to God, doesn't even, when you get programmed into just not saying stuff for so long. She goes, but I love you. I love you more than anybody.
Let's go home. Come on.
I gotta throw the Vespa in the back of your truck.
Okay, hold on, I'll get it.
Okay.
And he just picks it up like it's nothing and sets it in there.
You're so cute when you do that.
Can I help you folks?
Oh God.
And the flashlight hits your face.
That's really fucking rude.
And we'll find out what happens with that next week.
Some asshole.
But in the meantime, let's talk plays of the game. What did we like tonight? What didn't we like? I'm going to throw that one out there too.
I liked the council meeting where everybody got to come. That was fun.
Okay. No, it felt kind of short.
But it was tense. We didn't know,
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck, what do we do?
Okay. Anybody else? Good, bad, ugly, whatever?
I liked a lot of stuff. I liked, I know Morgan didn't like it, but I liked Dan's ribbing. And the fact that that would just be something that Varrick's just played right into with.
Yep. I like Adam the player trying to come up with the funeral stuff.
Yes.
Sitting there like, oh, what am I gonna do?
Yes, the
Like,
moral
The
dilemma.
agony
Yeah.
face. That was. Yep.
That was great.
So yeah, it was a good session, and we'll continue in a couple weeks. We'll be back, but we're gonna give you guys 3 XP, and we will talk leveling up and all that stuff off mic. But until next time, this is GM Tuck, wishing you all the best and happiest of dreams. Good night, everyone.